and the National Intelligence Agency, Mohammed. Although the reason for the emergency conclave was unclear, it came just hours after an explosion rocked a section of the Trans-Niger pipeline in Bodo community in Gona local government area of Rivers State. The Nigerian Air Force has said a precision airstrike against Boko Haram enclaves in Chikide and Degbewa in Borno State has inflicted heavy losses on the terrorist group. Acting on credible intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance reports, the NAF said it targeted key insurgent hideouts within the rugged Mandara Mountains, where notorious terrorist leader Ali Ngolde and his fighters were believed to be meeting. A statement by the Deputy Director of Public Relations and Information, Group Captain Kabiru Ali, said surveillance confirmed the presence of a fortified command hub with solar-powered installations, prompting the service to execute a surprise night attack. Acting on credible intelligence, ISR data reports indicated that the notorious terrorist leader Ali Ngolde and his fighters had planned a high-level engagement at the location. Ali said the operation destroyed key logistics and command structures, igniting large fires and neutralizing scores of terrorists. According to the statement, the successful execution of this night operation underscores the NAF's growing dominance in both day and night air power capabilities, proving that insurgents can no longer operate under the cover of darkness. Ali added that through relentless precision strikes and sustained air operations, the NAF remains committed to utilizing its formidable air power to neutralize terrorist networks and restore lasting peace to the region. Residents of Esauki and Idoayegule in Obokun local government area of Osun State have been urged to embrace peace and demonstrate harmonious relationships in sustaining peaceful atmosphere in the state. The chairman six-man panel of inquiry on the communal clash between Esauki and Idoayegule, Honorable Rocco Iwali, gave the admonition when the committee visited the area. Sonia Honoridi has more on the story.
It is vision of peaceful coexistence among communities in the state, the six-man panel of inquiry committee set up by Governor Ademola Adeleke on Esauki Idoayegule communal clash made on the spot assessment at Idoayegule. Addressing the leadership of Esauki and Idoayegule, the chairman of the committee, Honorable Rokpo Oyewole, appealed to the residents to give peace a chance and ensure harmonious relationship. Honorable Oyewole, flanked by the special advisor to the governor on security, Mr. Samuel Ojo, as well as members of the six-man panel of inquiry committee, listened to the grievances raised by the feuding communities while reassuring them that the committee will carefully review observations and make recommendations to the governor in resolving the crisis. Following the communal clash between Esauki and Idoayegule over land dispute in Obokun local government area in February, Governor Ademola Adeleke visited the area where he appealed to the feuding parties to sheathe their sword. Governor Adeleke also set up six-man panel of inquiry committee to investigate claims and work out modalities in achieving lasting peace. The leadership of Esauki and Idoayegule, who lauded Governor Ademola Adeleke for his proactive approach in dousing the tension, reassured the committee of their commitment towards sustaining peace in the area. Saya Onorinde, reporting for OSBC News.
The governor of Anambra State, Chukwuma Soludo, has said the call for the release of the indigenous people of Biafra leader Nnamdi Kanu has no connection to insecurity in the southeast. Speaking during a media chat to mark his third year in office, Soludo, who has been advocating for Kanu's release, stated that the issue should be viewed separately from security concerns in the region. According to Soludo, His call for Kanu's freedom is based on the need for a broader discussions about the future of the Igbo people, while insecurity in the region stems from criminal activities. He also accused Simon Ekpa, a self-proclaimed IPOD leader, of hijacking the situation and turning it into a killing spree. Simon Ekpa, who claimed to have succeeded in Nnamdi Kanu as IPOB leader, was arrested in Finland last year by local police on charges of inciting terrorism. Kanu has been in the custody of the Department of State Services since 2021, following his arrest in Kenya by the Nigerian government, as many have argued that his release could help curb insecurity in the region. You are welcome to our commercial segment.
I tell you, this man 3-0. If I win you, something will come out.
Don't play with me. Fast ball, fast ball. You know what? You go shot.
Bro.
Now we got this man.
Keep the banter going with Glow. Borrow me credit or data. Dial star 303 hash to borrow airtime or data and pay later.
Is it ready?
Only one thing I did.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data. Glow Unlimited.
Welcome back. The bill seeking to legally recognize Islamic and traditional marriages registration in Osun has passed its second reading. The bill under consideration, authored by Honorable Rashid Bamidele, aims to safeguard and legitimize Islamic tradition and traditional marriages in the state. Parliamentary reporter Oluwatosin Oladokun captured the event.
The plenary session was presided over by the State Parliament Speaker, Right Honorable Adewale Egbenon, afforded lawmakers the opportunity to extensively debated and deliberated and brought to the fore clusters of benefits embedded in Osun State Islamic and Traditional Marriages Registration Bill 2024. The bill under consideration was authored by the lawmaker representing Osogbo State Constituency, Honorable Bamidele Rashid, aimed at safeguard and legitimize Islamic and traditional marriages in the state. While presenting its policy trust, Honorable Bamidele, representing Osogbo State Constituency, stated that the bill seeks to improve the social life of people of the state. He said Osun State Islamic and Traditional Marriages Registration Bill 2024 will ensure proper certification, registration, issuance of license for both Islamic and traditional marriages. According to him, other advantages in the bill will ensure proper documentation of Islamic and traditional organization in the state, generating high GR into the state government purse, the issuance of certificates, thereby enhancing internally generated revenue of the state, and also provide easy process for international foreign trips. Honorable Bamidele Lawal also heard that the bill will be responsible for President of the Korapi and responsible for recommending application forms for the issuance of certificates.
This bill, if passed into law, we provide for appointment of marriage registrar who shall be responsible to the President of the Customary Court of Appeal, responsible for recommending application forms from the issuance of certificates, issuance of licenses for both Islamic and traditional marriage, ensure proper documentation of Islamic and traditional organizations in the states, generates revenue for the states by the payment of fees for the issuance of the certificates, thereby enhancing the internal generated revenue of the state.
In their separate submissions, lawmaker Honorables Tajuddin Adeyemi, Sikiru Badepade, Taufik Olayiwola, Babajide Koforola, Abiola Awoyeye, Laide Ajibola, and Lawrence Adeoti said the bill is timely.
Apart from the benefit of evidence of marriage, it's also going to be a source of revenue for the state government.
It is an opportunity for us as Muslims to have a way of registering their own marriage.
So to safeguard the interests of the Muslims and the traditional believers, this bill is very, very appropriate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So I support my colleagues to give the bill an accelerated emphasis. Thank you.
He ever listened to the presentation of the Polity Trust and submission from his colleagues, the Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Adewale Egbedo, aligning himself with his colleagues' submission and thereby the bill passed the hurdle of second reading. After majority leader of the House, Honorable Babajide Kovorola, had moved a motion and seconded by Honorable Tajuddin Adeyemi.
Marriages Registration Bill 2024 be read for the second time. If you are in support, say aye. If you are against, say no. The ayes have it.
The House thereafter adjourned the business of the day. Oluwatosin Oladokun, OSBC News.
The Osun State Chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Comrade Christopher Araposopo, has described Osun Workers Union as an unregistered body, not recognized by the law in the country and not affiliated with the Labour Union. Comrade Araposopo clarified this while speaking in an interview with OSBC News, describing the Osun Workers Union as an illegal body, urging the workers and the entire Osun people to disregard any perceived information emanating from them. He speaks further.
I know all the athletes under NLC, the TUC also, and the JNC. We know ourselves. And we do have what we call organized joint labor movement meetings in Osun State, where all industrial unions, affiliates will come together, will meet, will discuss matters affecting our members. There was never a time we had a meeting with OU, and I want to say this loud and clear. We don't have any registered union in the name of OU at the national level or at the state level, not even in the whole world. So OU does not exist. We know that those under OU are the opposition. We know that. And we want to tell them this, that we are watching them and will come after them. We'll get them very soon.
The number one Labour leader in Osun State expressed appreciation to the Governor Ademola Adeleke for prioritizing workers' welfare, just as he reiterated that the Osun workers remain dedicated to their duties and will continue to support the administration of Governor Ademola Adeleke.
The entire workforce in Osun State, the workers, active workers, and the retired workers. We want to appreciate Mr. Governor for what he has been doing in the states. That ever since he came on board, he has been doing excellently well. We want to appreciate him towards putting smile on the faces of workers of Osun State. And we are also using this opportunity to appeal to Mr. Governor to kindly please continue on this good gesture towards putting smile on the faces of Osun workers and the entire citizens of Osun State. And we believe with God Almighty on his side and the entire Osun workers, Mr. Governor, you will surely succeed.
The Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has revoked the land of the People's Democratic Party's National Secretariat, which is situated in Abuja. Wike issued the revocation notice in a letter signed by the Director, Land Administration, Chijioke Nwakweze. According to him, the opposition party has failed to pay the annual ground rent due on the property for 20 years. The minister added that the FCTA administration he led will henceforth take immediate possession of the party secretariat until all bills are settled. He further stated that the property owners owed a total of about 7 billion naira, while 4,794 land titles are in default of ground rent payment for 10 years and above. FCT noted that the revocation followed multiple publications and announcement on broadcast media by the FCT administration since 2023, adding that payment of ground rent was provided by extant laws. Former Minister of Petroleum Resources, Desiani Alese Madueke, has approached the Federal High Court in Abuja begging it to stop the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission from selling all the property seized from her. The SWAB minister in the legal action she filed through a team of lawyers led by Chief Mike Ozekome, SAN, equally praised the court for an order directing the anti-graft agency to retrieve from persons, natural or corporate, to whom it has sold off any of the property. She told the court that the EFCC had, pursuant to a notice it issued in 2023 and acting in breach of her fundamental right to fair hearing, commenced a public sale by auction assets linked to her. According to the ex-petroleum minister, the anti-graft agency based its decision to sell off the properties on final forfeiture orders it obtained from various courts in the country. She told the court that despite EFCC's claim that final order of forfeiture was granted against her seized property, she was neither served with any charge and proof of evidence in respect of any criminal proceeding, nor summons relating to any matter pending before any court. The Alaafin-elect Prince Akeem Owade has released his official title. The Alaafin made this known in a third statement from the palace today. The statement said the Alaafin prefers to be addressed as His Imperial Majesty Iku Baba Yeye Oba Abimbola Akeem Owade I, Alaafin of Oyo. According to the release, the number after Owade is the Roman numeral 1, not the English number 1, charging the public to adhere strictly to the use of the wordings as exactly as stated, without adding prefix or suffix to any of the names as stated. The Performing Musicians Association of Nigeria Osun State Chapter, in conjunction with the Bureau of Social Services, has invited the general public to a program tagged Embracing Local Content, Imole Osun Support for P-Man Tomorrow. The release by the Director of Administration and Supplies for Senior Special Assistant to the Governor, Mr. Adewale Fayoyiwa, stated that the venue of the event is Bureau of Social Services behind NN Suite, GRA, Osogbo at Nin. You are welcome to our sports segment. Nigeria captain William Troost-Ekong is confident that Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen will be playing in the English Premier League next season despite widespread interest from clubs across Europe. Troost-Ekong revealed his expectations for his international teammates' future while discussing the striker's options. Osimhen has been in sensational form in Turkey, netting 20 goals and providing 4 assists in 22 Super League matches since joining the club on loan. His performances have attracted interest from several Premier League clubs, with Chelsea, Arsenal and Manchester United all previously linked with the Nigerian international. Troost-Ekong confirmed Osimhen's Premier League ambitions while highlighting the striker's well-known affinity for one English club in particular. And on the foreign scene, thousands of people in central Ukraine were left without electricity following a countrywide Russian attack involving more than 130 drones that damaged critical infrastructure. Kyiv and Moscow have recently escalated cross-border drone and missile attacks despite a US-led proposal for a 30-day ceasefire to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The governor of the Zaporizhia region, which the Kremlin claims as part of Russia, said around 3,000 people were cut off from the grid following the attack, which is said damaged critical infrastructure. The governor of the neighboring Dnipropetrovsk region, on which Russian forces have been closing in, said the barrage resulted in a fire at another critical infrastructure facility. In Kyiv, authorities said the debris from a drowned Russian drone landed in the country yard of a school at the beginning of the school day. Pupils were in shelters at the time of the attack, they added. Ukrainian Air Force said it had downed 63 out of 137 Russian drones. The strikes, which targeted several regions of Russia, wounded 6 people, according to local authorities. The attacks came shortly before Russian President Vladimir Putin and US President Donald Trump were due to hold talks on a potential ceasefire to the fighting Ukraine. And with that, we've come to the end of the major report on OSBC. It was edited by Abdul Jalil Adebisi. I am Babatule Fanokwa saying thank you for watching. Good night.
Nothing ever happens by chance. Really. Focus on the destination and not the journey, or where you're from. Never ever settle. Make big moves from your small space.
For Tete, they don't put spices inside food because of the aroma and better way they do for body. But una need plenty space to keep all your spices if you want to enjoy the better inside theirs. Now, Mr. Chef Mixed Spices Seasoning Cube don't land with all your rich spices where you love inside one cube. Mr. Chef Mixed Spices Seasoning Cube. Spice mix exactly the way you like them. They available for seasoning cube. Try them today.
Òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba ẹ̀kọ́ ní ṣiṣẹ́ o. sowọ́pọ̀ ká ní ìṣọ̀kan. Kí Ọ̀ṣun kó lè gòkè àgbà. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a ní